Dear healthcare professionals and my dear viewers, welcome to Healthcare Engineering channel. I'm R. Surya alias Kritika, a biomedical engineer from Healthcare Engineering team. I'm so glad that our team have an opportunity to have a presentation like this, and I always like to share the knowledge and experiences what I gain from the industry with you all. And this makes me and our team to create such an amazing and knowledgeable presentations like this. I strongly believe that all kinds of healthcare professionals and students can learn a lot from our channel and blog to update their knowledge by knowing the trendings in modern healthcare world. Therefore, I would like to welcome you all to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification instantly once we post our informative video. And also you can visit our blog www.learnbiomedengine.blogspot.com. You learn more on the concepts we share in our videos. We can advertise your healthcare products, we can promote your healthcare events, we provide supports to boost up your healthcare business, we can provide technical reviews for your medical devices and many more online supports. If you are interested to get the support from us, please contact us to our email ID which will be shown in your screen. Healthcare engineering team also active in these social media platforms. If you want to get more updates regarding healthcare, you can follow any one of the platform or all of these. And also if you are healthcare professional who wanted to give information regarding healthcare sector, you can utilize our WhatsApp group to share your thoughts. All the blog links and also the social media platform links are given below in the description box. This is the third part of the laparoscope presentation. If you are interested to know about the first part and the second part, the link is given in the description box. Kindly visit our healthcare engineering channel for part 1 and part 2 video. So let's get into the video of part 3. Robotic assisted laparoscopy. Robotic surgery or robotic assisted laparoscopic surgery allows doctor to perform many types of complex procedures with more precision, flexibility and control than is possible with conventional techniques. Robotic surgery is similar to laparoscopic surgery in which they both use small incisions, a camera and surgical instruments. It is also sometimes used in certain traditional open surgical procedure. Instead of holding and manipulating the surgical instruments, the surgeons will sit at the computer console and use the console to manipulate the robot. The console provides the surgeon with high definition and magnified 3D images. A doctor uses robotic arm to operate through small keyhole incision in the abdomen. The robotic arms are able to do surgical tasks with increased range of motion. They also can filter out hand tremor. The special tools translate the doctor's larger hand movements into smaller ones. This allows delicate work to occur in small spaces. The 3D image provides a clear version and increased accuracy. How robotic surgery is performed. During robotic surgery, with the help of the robot, your surgeons make small insertions in your body. The miniaturized instruments and high-definition 3-dimensional camera are inserted. The surgeons manipulates these instruments to perform the operation from the nearby console. With the help of the control buttons, the machine translates your movement into real time. Your movements are shown in the monitor. There is a camera inside your body which sends real-time images to your surgeons. During a robotic surgery procedure, your surgeons uses master control to manipulate the instruments and the instruments translate your surgeon's movement into precise movements inside your body. The robotic devices provide greater dexterity and range of motion than human. It allows your surgeons to perform delicate surgeries as successful one. This is about how a robotic surgery is performed. These are the images of the robotic surgery during done. Sterilization and cleaning procedure of the laparoscopic instruments after surgery. Sterilization is a process of eliminating or destructing all forms of microbial organisms. This sterilization can be achieved with steam, gas or chemicals. Many hospitals have central sterile department, which is known as CSST department, where the instruments are transported from the operating room for processing. There is a process called disinfection in which it eliminates pathogenic organism except for spores. For laparoscopic instrument, sterilization or high-level disinfection are needed. There are some processes needed to clean the laparoscopic instruments. They are dismantling, decontamination, pre-cleaning, cleaning and rinsing, drying and sterilization. Dismantling. Dismantling is based on the design of the laparoscopic instruments. Dismantling varies. Decontamination. It is a process used to reduce bioburden on reusable medical devices. The process begins with removing or wiping of blood tissue and body fluids from the instruments with the help of sterile sponge. After this, all contaminated instruments are placed in the container containing the disinfectant solution such as 0.5% chlorine, allowing them to soak for about 10 minutes. The instruments are not left for more than 10 minutes because it gets damaged. Next one is cleaning. The instrument, which is designed for autoclaving, requires prior specialized cleaning and sterilization. The user ensures that no residual organic residue remains on the instrument surface, especially the instruments having several small moving parts, because it may lead to corrosive damage and pathogenic colonization. The cleaning process includes washing their instruments with soap, but this is not effective compared to enzymatic and detergent based cleaners. Use of the soft brushes on the laparoscopic instrument results in thorough cleaning. Next one is rinsing. Laparoscopic instruments are best rinsed in running water so that all particulate matters as well as residues of chemical used for contamination and cleaning are completely cleared from them. The usage of dead water is far better than usage of rinsing them in a stagnant water. Drying. The instrument should be dried at the end of the cleaning and rinsing before they are sterilized. This is achieved by using an air that blows all the water droplets off the surface of the instrument. Sterilization. The rigid laparoscopic instrument are sterile, or if that is not feasible, that they have high level disinfectant. There are some three types of sterilization process include they are steam, ethylene dioxide. That is based on condition. It may be classified as steam, low temperature steam, gas sterilization and high level disinfection. This is about the sterilization and cleaning procedure of laparoscopic instruments. Maintenance. Keep the instruments free of gross oil during surgical procedures. The staff who done reprocessing must know the correct process, minimizing the length of time between instruments leaving the surgical field and beginning of the clinical process. Proper cleaning procedure must be carried out. Sterilize the instruments according to the manufacturer's instruction, having the right cleaning equipment and solution in the right place. After surgery, decontamination process is carried out using the spray or moisturizer, where it is an effective way to prevent blood from drying. Proper cleaning brush must be used based on the instrument. This is about maintenance. Possible technical problems in laparoscope or laparoscopy. Sometimes gas tubing is not connected to the stack, causes low or no insufflation pressure. The CO2 tank becomes empty or running low on volume. The gas valve present in the port is not open, so that it creates issues in a gas supply during surgery. Excessive suctioning causes damaged gas tubing, which leads to intra-abdominal issues. Gas insufflation problem caused by the obese patient. Sometimes the picture is not clearly displayed on the monitor. This is due to the power off or sudden loss of light source. Poor image quality can be occur due to the light, little blurring, foggy and distortion. These are the troubles that causes in laparoscope or during laparoscopy. Next, how to troubleshoot these problems. Connect the gas tubing properly before the procedure. Check the gas tank properly. If it is empty, change the gas tank. Open the gas valve completely, thereby avoiding issues during surgery, and also secure the gas tubing properly. Use lower suction pressure and allow time to re-inflate. Use high gas insufflation to avoid the problem for the obese patient. Check the connection properly and check the lamp present in the light source, sometimes it may burn. Clean the connection between camera and laparoscope and correct the lenses. These are all the troubleshooting things for the problems. Difference between laparoscopic surgery and robotic surgery. The first difference of laparoscopic and robotic surgery is that laparoscopic surgery produces two-dimensional images, whereas robotic surgery produces three-dimensional images in which the 3D camera is inserted into the laparoscopes. In turn, it produces in 3D images in the monitor. The next one is in laparoscopic surgery, the surgical instrument used in laparoscopic surgery is the camera and the small instrument. So in robotic surgery, the surgical instrument used in the robotic surgery is the camera, small instrument, surgeon console, and endo wrist instrument. So based on the cost, laparoscopic surgery is less expensive compared to robotic surgery. But in general, both laparoscopic surgery and robotic surgery are high-end expensive than compared to other process of surgeries. The surgery is performed by the surgeon where they operate using the instrument previously inserted in incisions, whereas in robotic surgery, the surgery is performed by the surgeon directs the robot's movement from the console. The robotic instrument in your body responds in real time. In laparoscopic surgery, the conventional laparoscopy, a limited range of motion can be used. In robotic surgery, the robotic instrument can be able to rotate full 360 degree and are more flexible than human arms. Conventional laparoscopy has reached the body parts compared to open surgery due to smaller instruments but less when compared with robotic surgery. The ability to access the places is incomparable in robotic surgery, and also the robot has the dexterity to reach previously inaccessible areas of the body. The recovery time needed for laparoscopy is shorter compared to traditional surgery. So these are the main difference between the laparoscopic surgery and robotic surgery. This is about today's presentation. Hope you can get some clear overview about laparoscopy and laparoscope and also its process. If you want to know more contents regarding laparoscope, kindly visit our blog www.learnbiomedengine.blogspot.com. And if you want to support for your healthcare business, please approach us in below mail ID. If you like to receive update of a new video, please subscribe our YouTube channel and also comment your favorite topic or medical devices you can willing to learn. You can follow us in these social media sites to receive updates of healthcare engineering team. Thank you so much for watching.